Hello and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. I want to finish off the domino set that I started, the marbleized black and white pearl dominoes. I'm going to take them out, I'm going to demold them and see if we have the domino effect on the top side of the dominoes where the numbers are. And then I'll have to paint in the numbers in the stripes, the, you know, you know what's on the dominoes. So uh, stay tuned, hold on. Let's see how this goes. They have completely dried with the top coat that I put on of clear. So let's take them out. I'm so curious to see if this marble effect took place on the other side. Oh, and it did. That's pretty. So I'm going to have to paint in the lines. This one doesn't have any numbers, but I'm going to have to paint in the lines. It almost looks like a cow. Let's take them out because I've got the resin made up already and I don't want it to sit for too long. They did. It's not bad. I don't know if it looks marbleized or not, but it looks more marble on the other side to me. But let me get them out. And they come out so easy because if you put powder talc down on your mold before you get started, just brush it and tap it out so that I use a brush and just go in between and then flip it over and tap it on a table or something to get the excess out, and that helps. Okay, I don't know about marble, but it's prettier to me on the other side. This looks like marble. I want that effect. But this is my first time trying it, so I'm going to have to figure out really how to get that effect on the other side. Let's get all of these out. And I'll have to clean up a little bit around the edges, but so you have that little bit of overflow. I can just pull that off, but some of these other ones I'll have to clean that off, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to wait until the dominoes, till I get the dots and lines in here and they dry, and then I'll do the cleanup around the edges. Yeah, this is not the marble effect that I wanted. They're pretty, but you see how that is on this side? That's kind of what I wanted. Now let me flip that over. Oh, look at that. See? I'm going to have to figure out how to get this effect. See, like this one's pretty. Get that effect on this side. Alright, I've got those all out. And I have, where's my stuff? Where is it? Oh, I brought it down. Hold on. Okay, I found what I was looking for. It's this little needle nose bottle. Got them from Amazon some time ago. I've had them for quite a while. I'll have to look back and see what they're actually called. But this is what I'm going to put the resin in and see how this works to put the little dots and the lines in my dominoes. So I'm going to push these all to the side. No, I'm not. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to spray them with alcohol because they were in that mold and that mold had baby powder in them. So I just want to make sure that they are clean and that residue is off. And what I'm going to do is use one of my baby wipes and wipe them down to get that little bit of baby powder off of them. Let me do this real quick. And then I'll move them. You see I've got my puppy pad down. I'm trying not to get any resin on my table any kind of way. get all these wiped down, and then I'll move them off of this. I got a piece of plexiglass that I use to work on also. I'll move them off this plexiglass so that I can do one at a time. And then they can be drying. So let me push all those up here out of the way. And let's start with one. This has 2 dots in a line. Nope, we got to fill this bottle first and foremost. So let's see how this works. I've made my resin, and I used black resin ink, resin paint. It's not very dark though. I hope this works. I'm gonna be mad if it doesn't. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna put it in some other molds if this isn't dark enough. I did use acrylic paint, but it looks gray to me. So before I get started, I'm going to put a little more acrylic paint in here to try and darken it a little more. And you're not supposed to use a whole lot of acrylic paint because it will change the chemical imbalance, will change something in your resin and it won't set up. So I don't want to use too much paint, but I do need it darker. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. And I actually don't know the ratio of paint that you're supposed to use, but this isn't a lot of resin, so I don't want to use a lot of paint, but I do need it darker. I need to order some black mica. I have charcoal mica, but I need black mica powder. And I guess I could have put more of the resin coloring in there, the resin paint, resin ink, but that's upstairs and I'm not going upstairs to get it. That's a little better. That's darker. So make sure I'm blending it good and getting all that acrylic paint mixed in this resin. Boy, I want to put some more in there, but I'm just afraid. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with what I got. And if it's not dark enough when I put it in there, after it dries, I can always use a paint pen and go over the top of it to make sure. So let me try this little bitty bottle out and see how this works. They come with these little funnels, but this is still tiny to me. And let me pour and fill this bottle up. Oh, oh, oh. Now that's going to be a slow drip. If I let some air in there, it'll drip faster. So let me lift it up a little bit. I want to at least get the bottle full before I get started. Okay, that's about halfway full. Let me put some more in here. Alright, I've got the bottle filled. Let's see how this flows. And I'm just going to place it right here in this line and fill it up. And put a little in the dots. This one only has 2 dots. Now I'm wondering if I should have used white. Oh well, I got this mixed up, so I'm going to go with the flow. Let's see, I'm going to have to clean this up. Alright, let's do this line. See, with this little tip, you can stick it right in the line that divides the numbers on the domino. Give it a little squeeze. Now let's do the dots. I got 2 on this side. There's 1. There's 1. And if you overflow or you get some on the domino, you can use your baby wipe to wipe it off. 1. 2. That's 5 on this side. So I might be trying another set of dominoes anyway to see if I actually can get that effect that I have on the bottom of these on the top. So that's 5 and 2. Set that aside. I'll do a couple more of these so you can see, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And again, I'm using the Dr. Crafty resin, which gives me a little time before curing, at least half hour to 40 minutes before it starts hardening up. So that's nice playtime in order to get these done, all these dominoes done, before it starts to cure. All right, 2 and 2. Do another one. Get in that line. And this one has 4 and 3. This precision tip is nice. And I think they're just called precision tip needle bottles, I believe. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these off and come back when I'm done so you can see how they all look. Got all the dots and lines filled in. I'm not real impressed because actually it's too much black going on. I'm going to try this method again. Did I miss a dot? I did. I got to come back and do that. I'm going to try this method again because, like I said, I want the flip side. I want it's more of a marbleized. And I think I know how I might want to do it. And then probably use a different color for the lining and the dots. Maybe silver. Maybe the white will pop out more. I'm not sure. Trial and error. I'm going to experiment with it, but let me see if I can bring the camera down a little bit closer so that you can see how they turned out. Let these dry. With just these little dots, it's probably going to take about 3 or 4 hours. It's not going to take that much because I actually use very little out of this bottle. Very little. So I'm going to take the rest of this resin that I have colored in black. I split it in 2 because if you put it in smaller containers, it doesn't harden as fast. So I'm going to take that extra, because I made quite a bit, and I did that because I'm going to place it in some smaller molds of some different items that I'll be using in the future. So I think I'm going to do this in parts. I do have to clean off the rims of these, and I'm going to make a box to place all these in. But I don't think, if I do make that box, it's going to be for the next set, because this isn't actually what the customer wanted. They want marble. So I'm going to try it again to get that marble effect. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll be back. Appreciate you coming in and watching me. I was going to make this a 2 or 3 part video. Not sure what I'm going to do, if I'll let you see how I clean them up and when I make the container for them. But the videos last so long, and I'm probably going to break it up. And then I plan on making another set of dominoes so I can try and perfect that marbleized effect on the top side of these dominoes. At least try it again with the thoughts that I have in trying to get that effect on this side. But in the meantime, I'm babbling, I'm chatting and running my mouth a little bit too much. I appreciate you coming in and watching. Um, Give me a thumbs up, please. I would appreciate it if you like the content, if you learned anything. Um, Give me a thumbs down if you didn't, if you don't like the contents, or if you just feel like giving me a thumbs down. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, copper penny. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it. Um, Hit the bell, the notification bell, so that you can see the upcoming videos that I will continue to post, upload to YouTube. Thank you. Much appreciated. Peace and love. Until next time.